Hi, I'm Shahina. I'm second year student about to go on my third year at University of Lincoln, and I'm an international student all the way from Singapore. If you're watching this, you're probably an international student like me, and you probably have some questions. Like, even though it's a very exciting time, you're going all the way to another country and you're going to experience a whole different culture. You're probably really nervous and have some questions, and I'm here to talk to you about how to set up a UK bank account, and I will walk you through the different steps on how to set up a bank account, also how to get a UK telephone number, and also the banking terminologies that you might not really be familiar with. When I had to set up a bank account in my first year, I actually managed to do it really fast. Like, I did it in the first week of university. First thing to know about setting up a bank account is actually really simple. So the first question you probably have is which bank account you choose. And I would say it's not compulsory for every international student to have a bank account, but it is advisable and will be very useful as well. So there is a variety of banks you can choose from in Lincoln itself. The uni can't really advise you on which banks you should use, but you should Google the different bank accounts that are in Lincoln. Different banks do have different ranges of services. Go with what is the most suitable for you, and also try to see which banks produce bank statements in the format that is required by the Home Office if you do need to extend your visa after your studies, as not all banks do offer bank statements. And if you do need any advice about your bank statements to extend your visa, you can always contact the international advice team in the Student Support Center by emailing them. You have now researched on what banks you want to choose, and you've kind of made up your mind, and now you want to know what you need to do in order to get a bank account. There will be different things you might need to do for different banks, but there are 4 basic things that you will probably require at whichever banks you do choose. So the first thing is your passport. If you're an international student, you definitely have a passport. The second one is your visa. This is if it's relevant. Third one would be the proof of address in the UK and in your home country. The address in the UK would be your accommodation, either in the university or in your private accommodation. And the last thing you would need is a bank letter from the University of Lincoln to prove that you are a student at the university. If you don't know how to get a bank letter, it's actually really simple. To request a bank letter, all you need to do is email letterrequest@lincoln.ac.uk. In your email, you need to include the name of the bank, the term address, and your home address. Once you've done that, a student support officer will respond to you and let you know when your letter will be ready for you to go and collect. And when you're setting up a UK bank account, they will most likely request for a UK telephone number as well, and that is really simple. If you don't already have a SIM card, you can always get a free one from the university at the Student Support Center. So just send them an email at student support and request for one. Let me go through some banking terminologies that you might not really be familiar with. First one is an ID. So the ID refers to a photo identification. So this includes your passport. Second one is cash card. It allows you to access your money 24 hours a day at any cash point. A debit card allows you to withdraw cash from your account at any time. And you can also use that card to pay for shops and restaurants and also online. Standing order refers to an instruction from the bank's customer, which is you, to the bank to pay an amount of money regularly to another account. For example, you probably will be asked to set up this when you're paying for your rent. Direct debit is a payment agreement set up by the organization that leaves your account with an agreement from the account holder, which would be you. An automatic credit transfer is a direct payment into your account instead of cash or check. An overdraft is an agreed extension of credit when your account reaches 0. Basically, if you run out of money in your account, there will be a certain amount of money in the overdraft that you can still use, but there will be fees charged for using this service. I hope you found this video useful, and don't worry, I know it can be quite stressful and nerve-wracking to do all of this, and believe me, I was there too, but I managed to do it, and so you can do it too. And if you do have more questions or concerns, you can always email student support as well. And I hope you have the best time in UK, and good luck!